Yo guys, right, so this is another review of a custom build that I made for a friend. Let's get into it. Okay, so for those of you who can't recognise it, this is a HK416. It was the VFC version, but now it's not so much because we've changed a lot about it. So when this started, this was a 416C. I'll place a picture of what one of those looks like. They're kind of like the compact version of this rifle. It's really cool, but we wanted to do something completely different with it. So we've added some parts, taken away some parts, so on. Right, let's have a little look at it then. So when it comes down to what we've done since doing this externally, we've added a PTS stock. Just purely because of the battery space. It's insane. They're great. They don't wobble. It's in fact really tight on you, which is awesome for what he wanted. This is also a PTS grip, which is awesome. And then we've also added this handrail section. Now, I would say it was the Daniel Defense one if anybody knew what that was, but I very much doubt it. It's pretty much just a clone of that. It's very similar, but it is a little different. And then we've also added the suppressor as well. So I've just finished a couple of days ago doing like a full service on this, making sure everything was tidy and clean and ready to go and happy with while it was back, so I thought I'd just do a quick video. So I'm not going to take it apart and show you internal parts, but internally this has an SHS high torque motor, SHS 16:1 gears, metal toothed piston, I believe that's SHS as well. It's got a Lonex gearbox, a modified flat top, a Lonex hop up unit, a Maple Leaf 6.02 inner barrel. FPS wise, it's coming, well, joules wise it's coming in at 1.12. He does use this on 2.8s and it's hopping them out to a very good distance. Other than that, the only other thing that's in here that is kind of special is the gate aster. We put this in here just when they were coming out new, so we just thought, let's just give it a go and see what it's like. Pleasantly surprised, it's really good. Had a couple of little teething issues whilst installing, but other than that, it was great. The reason why we went for the gate aster is because we really wanted like a sharp trigger response, and this definitely proceeds, as you're about to hear. We have also reduced the rate of fire on this to about 60% of what it can do, because the owner just decided that it was better to have it at a lower rate, which is, and that's still only 60%, so you can see that this thing was probably flying before, but we just felt better about having it at what I like to call a non-dick fire rate. So yeah, really good bit of kit. It was a little bit difficult in the forefront of actually building this, because when this came, the 416s normally have these like little ring loops here for slings, so you can use a 2-point sling. However, I had to actually cut those off to get this rail on here. I mean, it's hidden well, it's you know, it's good, but yeah, it came together quite well. We have got an extended inner barrel in this. It comes to about here on this. It was purely just because we were making a longer gun, so we were just using, you know, longer parts and stuff like that. But to make up for the fact that we don't have those sling loops anymore, we do have QD sling points here now, which is great. So yeah, just thought I'd take the opportunity to make this video because I just had it back for a little quick service, which is awesome. You know, so I just thought I'd do a quick video on it. A couple of things that you should know if you're going to go down the 416 line. The VFCs are built solidly outside. I mean, super solid. The actual like build of this is insane. It is heavy. It's a lump of a kit, and it's wonderful. I mean, you could probably throw this down a flight of stairs. I wouldn't advise you try it, but it'd probably survive. But one thing you should know is that with the 416s, they can be really picky with mags. Now, if you go down the TM line, the Tokyo Marui line of them, you're not going to have this problem anyway, because they have proprietary magazines on their next gens. So unless you get their PTS versions, but again, they're proprietary, so they're going to be no problem. But with the VFCs, they're standard, but they use what's called a European mag. It's basically a Stag-Nag mag, but it's slightly different. So the only ones that really work with it are the ones that you can get originally with them, or the PTS mags. Now, PTS mags are great, and I absolutely love them, but you know, just something you should be warned about. The other mags that come with them are these ones. They're good. I mean, they've got some nice trades on them and stuff like that, but they are high caps, and instead of having a wheel on the bottom, they have this little tool. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's pissing annoying. Like, good fucking god, they're annoying. Basically, you got to get this guy in there, right, and you got to crank this shit around. Like, yeah, I can't even get it in there. I mean, this mag is old. But there you go, yeah, and you wind and wind and wind. They're meant to do like they're meant to do the whole mag once you've wound them once, but nah, it's a little shit. They might do that when they're new, but not when they've worn in a bit. But just something to be aware of, that they can be really picky. Now, again, going down the TM line, you're not going to have that problem because they're proprietary. Yeah. Other than that, you know, this thing is pretty slick. I'm happy with the way it's turned out. This is about 6 months in use. I mean, and it hasn't failed. It's doing everything that it should. If you guys didn't know, I'm actually a gun tech. This is what I do. This is like my second job. So I play, make videos, and tattoo, and build guns and fix them and stuff. So if you've got any questions or anything, let me know in the comments or whatever. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace.